Hello, guys. So this is Ashley with Yonkers Voice, and we are live in downtown Yonkers, right here in Getty Square. So we are excited to introduce to you guys more about what Yonkers Voice is, what the mission is, and what we're going to be set out to do. So if you've never heard of Yonkers Voice before, what we want you to know is that we are here for you. We're here for the city. We're here to expose what's really going on. We're here to get the problems heard. We're here to get the solutions displayed. One thing about Yonkers Voice is that we are always going to be unbiased. We're not going to do any edits. We're going to give you what's truly going on. And a big thing that happens is that too many times in a lot of media outlets, you don't get the real story. So that affects how you see the problem. That affects how you come up with a solution. So we're going to be interviewing some people today so that we can really find out what's on the hearts and minds of the people. And if you have anything going on, any mission that you're doing, any problems that you have that aren't being listened to, if you have anything that you're doing that's positive for the city that you want to get heard, please reach out to us. We look forward to contacting you. You can reach us at Yonkers Voice Central, and we can't wait to connect and hear from you. All right, hey guys, how y'all feeling?
I'm okay.
So you guys have heard of Yonkers Voice before?
Yeah.
So let us know what you think about it.
I think that, it help us, cause, we need to know what's going on in the streets so we know what's happening, so our head is on our shoulders.
Right. What you feel about it?
Same thing. Good to know what was going on in the streets of Yonkers. This place is corrupted, as you can see.
And so tell me about, you said it's corrupted. Why?
All the violence and stuff like that.
And what are like your major concerns for Yonkers that you want help with that you feel like nobody's paying attention to?
Less kids dying in these streets.
That's a fact. Less kids getting shot on accident too.
On accident?
Word. A lot of kids get shot on, especially little girls. Little girls seems to get shot on accident a lot.
And you guys feel like nobody's doing anything about that?
Something like that, yeah. That's how I feel.
And that's what we're here for. You heard of Yonkers Voice before? Oh, he's gone. You have? Good. So that's what we're here for. The mission of Yonkers Voice is to do something about what y'all feel like nobody's paying attention to. So we appreciate y'all supporting the mission.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. How are you?
Okay, and yourself?
I'm good. So you've heard of Yonkers Voice before?
Yes, I have.
So tell us what you think about it.
Well, I wish I had some kids available to be involved in it. Like I wish it was out when my kids was younger. I understand it's something to help with the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, the whole mission is really to help with the people, of the city, and to get the things heard that aren't being heard, and with no bias, There's just the real deal, what's really going on.
Okay.
Anything you think that Yonkers Voice could do more of or do better or you'd like to see?
Like I said, more things for the children. I mean, we have a couple of community centers that really aren't doing anything for the kids that I've seen, and I've had 4 boys grow up in Yonkers, as well as a daughter. So, I mean, there's been a lot of community development, but I'd like to see more things done for the people in the neighborhood.
Right. And that's, some people have an issue with us exposing what's really going on because they're used to seeing what the media does, and it's not really the complete truth.
Right.
So what we want to do is making sure that we can hear from you guys, so we can give you what you want to see.
Okay, and I appreciate that. Somebody needs to speak up for us, because like I said, they're beautifying the neighborhood, but it's not for the neighborhood.
Right.
So that's what we need to do, more things that's for the neighborhood, for the people that live in the neighborhood, because the things they're doing now, the people in the neighborhood can't afford to live in the places that they're building, or eat at the places that they're building, or attend the things that they're featuring. It's out of our budget.
Right. Okay. Anything else that you want to share that you feel like isn't being heard in the city, or any problems that you've been trying to share that nobody's giving you a solution to?
Well, housing as well. Right now I'm in the midst of trying to find housing for my brother. He's disabled. He had a stroke in September, and it's been so hard just trying to find decent housing for the disabled or the handicapped. Okay. So housing is a big issue, for affordable housing.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
And thank you for hearing my voice.
Yes,
in Yonkers.
and Yonkers Voice Central on
Okay.
Facebook is where you can go to get
and where
this.
y'all located as a whole? Where's your building?
Well, it's a digital blog, so it's
Oh,
online.
okay.
But Facebook, has several groups, but Yonkers Voice Central is the main one.
Okay.
And that's where you
and
can
I will
get
try
this.
To friend you guys.
Yeah, thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
All right, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So you've never heard of Yonkers Voice before?
No, never actually. Is this like a radio station or something?
It's a digital blog, and the purpose of Yonkers Voice is to give you the real deal. Like, not what media is choosing to put out and picking and choosing, but to give you what people really care about.
Oh, okay.
What we would like to highlight is, are there any problems or anything that goes on in the city that you see that you feel like aren't really heard or?
I feel like that oftentimes, because my mom works here, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I be coming here sorry, pardon my language. I mean, like, I come here or whatever, and I've noticed that, like, on certain sides of certain towns, I see kind of, like, certain things wrong with the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, like, craters, like, speed bumps, and, it looks really run down. And I feel like I know for a fact people have complained about it before, but I feel like it's like plenty of times it has been ignored, and I feel like it's kind of a little unfair because there's also like more high up parts of Yonkers, like higher in like income, but for people, that are better taken care of. So that's what I've seen, and I've also let me get my bag over here. And I've also seen like that people tend to ignore the problem of I want to say like the education system here.
Okay.
Because I know that for a fact that although the education in Yonkers isn't terrible and it's not the most terrible, I definitely believe that it can get better.
So if there was one thing that you would like to see more of for this city that we could do, that we could expose and shed a light on, because we're all about sharing what's positive too, so that we can help change the narrative. If it was one thing you could see us put more out, what would it be?
More out in terms of what the government or the mayor can do,
No,
or more out what the people
more light,
can do?
The people.
I I definitely feel like, because you are what you are, you know what I'm saying? You are who you are. You can't really change personality, but I do definitely believe that people should definitely not give into the stereotypes of what Yonkers is about, because, like I said, like, okay, it's a city, and most of the time.
What is the stereotype of that Yonkers is about?
I hear all the time, and I see all the time that it's ghetto, that people, like, especially when it comes down to, like, dating somebody from here, like, I've noticed that people are like, oh, you're dating somebody from there, and I'm like,
there are good people here, like, it's people,
you know what
that
I
are on a
mean?
mission.
So it's like kind of like that. Like, I don't really like stereotyping places, sometimes I'll joke and I'll be like, oh shit, you go. Oh, I'm sorry, can I say that?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. We don't, no edits.
All right. Oh my god, I just missed my bus. Okay, but anyways, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I really want the people of Yonkers to not give into the stereotypes of what Yonkers is about, because it's been bad enough for long enough, and I think that, if people have a different attitude and outlook upon their city, and they rep it a little differently,
then it would change.
And
that's what we're about, changing the narrative. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right.
So how are you?
Hey, how are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So you are familiar with Yonkers Voice?
Yes, I am.
So tell us, what do you think about it?
I think it's a nice local newspaper. It tackles issues in the community that a larger newspaper would not.
That's definitely good to know. So what do you think? A lot of times people say we expose just the really raw story. So you, looking in, what would you prefer to see? Like, the raw story or something that's edited and scripted?
I would actually prefer the raw story. I think it's honest. I think it communicates to the community better. Yeah.
And if there was something that you'd like to see more of from us, what would it be, or what can we do?
I would like to hear more input from the community, especially the low economic community, in particular the parents, and just to hear what they have to say and their point of view. And that's pretty much it.
Are you a parent?
I am a parent.
So what's your point of view, and what would you like people to know about that?
I just would like people to hear more of the perspective from parents who are not so active in the community.
Okay.
Like just the regular mother in School Street.
Okay.
Or the regular mother on Locust Hill. What is her perspective? Because you tend to see the same faces representing parents in Yonkers, especially in Yonkers public schools, and I don't think that they can be as honest as one should be.
Okay, and what we definitely want to expose more of the positivity that's going on in the community so that people know it's not just all violence here. So is there anything that you're a part of or that you're doing or anything that you would like to share with us that we should be knowing about?
Absolutely. Well, I'm a member of Sister to Sister International. I was recently on the executive board, and they do a tremendous amount of work in the community with their STEM Girls Camp and as well as community outreach with helping African American women and girls in the community. I work very closely with Yonkers Council of PTSA, and they do a tremendous amount of work with lobbying for our children in Albany, and they work, those people, they're just doing the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. They're not looking for any notoriety or publicity, and I think that those things should be highlighted.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Very much.
And you are following Yonkers Voice Central on
Yes.
Facebook, right?
Yes.
That's where you can find this.
Oh!
Thank
All right,
you.
all right.
All right, guys, we have just finished wrapping up. We got to learn a lot from the people here at Getty Square tonight, and we got to hear what they want to see and what they prefer. We also learned that they prefer the raw image and the raw story versus the biased story. We also know that sometimes seeing the very raw footage can be hurtful. It can be a bit much, but we want you to know that that is for the better of the community. It's so that you can get the real deal, so that you know what's really happening. And anytime you're watching it, you always have the option to press pause. Just like if you were on the street, you had the option to turn around. So we want to make sure that we're here to give you what's really happening on the streets of Yonkers. Make sure that you are following Yonkers Voice Central and let us know what you have going on in the community.